Hey guys, so welcome to the official debut of my new equipment, and this is really exciting for me because I feel like I can finally show you true to color on everything that I do where my phone just really wasn't cutting it. So let's get started. I'm going to go in first off and moisturize my face because this winter skin has got my skin, or this winter skin, this winter weather has got my skin very angry with me. So I'm just going in with my Pure Rose face cream. And then there we go. So I'm just putting that on all the key areas. So I'm just rubbing this in. And it smells so good. And we don't use fragrance. The smell, the scent, and all of our things, and our entire rose line, tea tree line, calendula, aloe, it's all 100% from the plant. It's a natural derivative. We don't use fragrances. So I feel comfortable putting it on my face, especially when my skin is not the happiest with me, because I know that it's going to be good. I know that it's going to be safe, and that's important for me. So I'm going to go ahead and go in, because I do have some acne going on right here. I'm going to go in my CC cream, and I'm not putting it all over my entire face. I'm just going to dab it right here where I do have those breakouts going on. CC just stands for color correcting. So it's good to go under foundation when you have redness going on, you have breakouts going on, or anything that just causes discoloration on your face. Now I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to blend that out. And this is my Farmasi brush. Okay, there we go. How cute is that? So I'm just going to go ahead and brush that out and cover up those breakouts. And you can see how it already just did wonders for that redness. Now the CC is for my summer shade. So if you're just like, that's a little bit dark, it is. Because the CC that I have right now is for my summer shade, not my winter shade. But I'm going to show you how I correct that by going over it with my Stay Matte. And this is shade 2. I have shade 3 for summer, which is why I have them labeled. I am completely scatterbrained this morning. It has taken me all day to try and set up the new equipment and figure out how all that's going to work. So there's definitely going to be a learning curve to this one. There's definitely going to be a learning curve to this video. I almost forgot my VFX primer, which is would just be sad. It would just be sad, because this primer is life. And you can see, like, just with the primer now, I mean, now you can with this new camera, you can see how it just has this blurring effect on the skin, and it just blends everything out. Didn't leave too much of that CC cream either, which is exciting, because I would hate to go back over that just because I missed a step. So I've got the VFX on. Now I'm going to go in with the Stay Matte. And I'm putting that on the back of my hand, instead of applying it from the tube to my face, just because I'm trying to avoid any potential cross-contamination from touching the tube to the parts of my face. I try and make sure that I keep everything nice and sterile. because that is one of your biggest defenses in keeping your skin from breaking out at all, is to make sure that you're being sterile. Your makeup is sterile, your tools are sterile. So I'm just picking it up off the back of my hand and brushing it onto my face. Just patting it right over that breakout. Picking up a little bit more. Look at the coverage. I mean, this is insane, is it not? For $12.90 foundation. This is some of the best coverage I've ever used. Now I'm blending that down into my neck and into my ears. I just washed my brushes yesterday, again with the sterilization, and making sure that what you're using is safe to put on your face. So I know that the brushes that I'm using right now are clean, they haven't been reused before, and I'm just going to pat everything in with my fingers. Because I did unfortunately leave my sponges in the bathroom because I am a hot mess. Learning curve. So I've got this on, and you can see it's still noticeable that I have a breakout going on right here, but it is much less red and angry looking, which was the entire point. So I'm going to go in now with my concealer, and I'm gonna get just a little bit more over that. Just a little bit. I'm confident in my skincare and the quality of our products that I can put it on over skin that's broken out, and I know that my skin will be taken care of. I don't have to worry about it making the problem worse or exacerbating the issue, because the quality of our products is so good that it's not a worry for me. With anything else, if I was using anything other than Farmasi, I would worry about how it was interacting and if it could potentially make my acne worse. But with Farmasi, I don't have that concern, because all of our products are held to European standards, which are much more thorough and much safer than the United States. America tends to be very, very lax in our standards of what we will allow in our products. Ever since I learned that a certain percentage of rat feces is allowed in peanut butter, I no longer trusted the FDA. I'm just saying. So the fact that our products are held to European standards gives me confidence that I otherwise, to be honest, probably wouldn't have. So I'm just gently patting that concealer over. And now the redness is gone. The bump's still there, obviously, because I can't just magically get rid of the bump. I am treating it with the tea tree line. So here in a few days, you can see how kind of angry it is right now. Here in a few days, watch, it'll be gone. It'll be gone because our tea tree line is that amazing. But while it's there, I can cover it up. So I've got the VFX primer on, the Stay Matte in shade 2 on. I put the Pure Rose face cream down first underneath it just to kind of moisturize my face, because base is everything. It doesn't matter how good your makeup is if you're not taking care of your skin underneath. So, disclaimer there. I'm going to go in now that I have that base done with my contour. This is Farmasi. And I've had this for months, and look at how much product I still have left. And I've used it consistently for months. It's crazy. So I'm just gonna go in with a small line there and a thin line there. Get that about as even as I can. Go in on the side of my nose and down here. Can put some here. And this is going to be it for the contour for me today. I don't want to go super, super heavy because I do prefer a more natural contour on my face. So I'm just taking my tiny little sponge here, which is not Farmasi, it is Real Techniques. Farmasi has a makeup sponge, but I haven't been able to get my hands on it yet. It's so wildly popular, it's usually sold out. So I'm just going in with a dry, tiny sponge. Just a small, round sponge. And when I blend in my contour here, I'm dabbing and blending up. So just dabbing that out. Back and forth. Okay. So I'm not leaving it like that, but that is, it has the initial blending done. Repeating it on this side. Kind of pushing it up and dabbing. It's just the same up here. I'm going to back and forth it and blend it into my hairline. Okay, so you can see I have it partially blended. Now I'm going to hit it, and I did that dry. So now I'm going to hit it with my setting spray to moisten the sponge just a little bit. And now I'm going to blend it out the rest of the way. See? Kind of an up and down, just up above and below that line that I made. And that just took the harshness right out of that. Blending dry and blending wet have different effects. So I'm just pushing that contour in now that my sponge is wet with our Time Lock Hair Setting Spray. So, contour. Easy peasy. All I used was the contour stick and a tiny sponge and our Time Lock Hair Setting Spray. That's literally it. And my contour is flawless. So now I'm going to go in with our highlight stick. It is not a highlighter stick. It is just a highlight stick. There's a difference. It's a little confusing on the website, so I wanted to make that distinction. It's effectively a concealer stick. So I'm just going to go down the middle of my nose here, above my lip, and down underneath that contour line. Same sponge. I'm just gonna blend that out and tap that in. And just up and down using dabbing motions. Just dabbing on it. And my brush is still wet. My sponge is still wet where I use that time locker. I did not have to apply any more to my brush. So that's exciting. Okay, now that I have that on, I'm going to set everything with a transparent setting powder. Sorry about that. This didn't want to come out. It was being feisty. So I have my little brush here, and I have our Farmasi transparent powder. You can see I love it so much I've already hit pan. So I'm just swirling it around, getting it on my brush. Let's see. And now tapping that over everything. It's not necessary with the Stay Matte to have to set it with a powder, but it is a matter of personal preference for me that my makeup is set with a powder. I just prefer the way it feels. So I'm just tapping it in right now. Just really setting that makeup. And now that I have it kind of tapped in, I'm just gonna brush off any excess. You can see how my contour's still there, it's just very gentle. That is what I prefer when I'm doing my makeup. Gentle, natural, not super harsh. And this is the base. This is the contour and the highlight stick and the foundation and the concealer, and not in that order obviously, but my skin went from being obviously upset with me to looking quite nice, if I say so myself. And you can see my pores. I do have exceptionally large pores for some reason, but get back in focus. There we go. But it's not terrible, I don't think. Now I've got that done. I'm going to set the existing makeup that I have on my face with the setting powder before I go in with the setting spray before I go in with my brows and my eye makeup and my lips and everything else. It's just to help make sure everything's going to stay where I want it to stay. Can't be the only one who's paranoid. Even though I know the quality of the products are bomb, I'm still exceptionally paranoid. It's a habit. It's a habit. So I'm just going to go in now with our Mono Brow Powder. And trace. Now my skin is still a little bit wet from that setting spray. which I feel like helps in the long run. And this is in shade 3, dark brown. Oh yeah, look at the difference. Yes, I know my face is off kilter. And I had this eyebrow forever raises. I just have this permanent look on my face. I'm a mom to 3. It happens. Making sure they're even. Pull this one over. Just a little bit more. Okay. There we go. Instant brows. Instant brows. Now I'm going to go over that. That is the mono brow powder. I'm going to go over that with the clear brow mascara just to make sure everything's staying in place where I want it. Look at that. Instant brows. I love that. 2 products and my brows are flawless. And it's so easy to use. I just used my Morphe eyebrow brush here. If I can get that in focus. So it came in one of the sets. I love it. Okay, so my brows are done. Now we can get to the eyes, which is what everybody has been anxiously waiting for. I know I have. I love doing my eyes. That's my favorite part of doing my makeup, is getting to play in the eyeshadow. So let me move these over to clear up my workspace a little bit. And now I'm going to get my 2 other Farmasi brushes out. And get to play in those. I'm going to pick up our eye primer on my brush and just paint that all over my lid, under my brows, everything. Okay, so I've got that on right here. Now I'm going to repeat that for the other side. And this is just the eye primer. Where I'm just painting that on. And now I'm going to take my little sponge and just kind of pat that in. Just for smoothness. Just making sure that's blended into the surrounding skin. Okay. So because it is March and it is St. Patrick's Day month, what color am I gonna do? Green, obviously. So I'm going to go in with one of my favorite palettes ever. Tap off a little bit of the excess there. Look at this green. This palette does have a very, very soft formula. So I like to tap off the excess just so I'm not gonna have any fallout of that pigment. And what pigment there is. Okay. So I have this darker green down. And tapping this into my crease. You can see I just kind of tapped that color into my crease. And now I'm going to go in with kicking my desk. And I'm just using my color changer, getting that grain off. Go in with a lime green from a different palette. And just blend it in and on top of that darker green. And just blending and making that super smooth. And that color. And this is just going over top of that darker green and blending it in and blending it out so it's not harsh. I love these colors. I love them. Okay. So I'm actually going to go in with the same brush that I used to put on the eye primer. And I'm going to take a little bit more of that primer and put it right here in the center. You can see I just put it right in the center there. And I'm going to clean my brush. And I'm going to take this different green and put it right here in the center. Okay, let me do that on the other side and then show you how I'm going to tie that all together. So this is just our eye primer. It is not concealer. Just tapping it in the middle and then going over with the brush with this different green. And just tapping that in. Okay, now that that's tapped in the middle, I'm going to use my color changer, get that off, and go back in with this lime green that I had. And blending it in. And this way there's no lapse in color, there's no blank spots. Alright. I'm gonna do that on the other side. Alright. And I still use my hand. I have a color changer and I still use my hand. It's my mess. So I'm going to take that dark green that I started with and just push that right here on the outer edge. Kind of like a V. And that just brings it out a little bit. There's a lot of color building with this look. Not that the pigment's not there, as you can see. It's just when you're working with high intensity pigments like these, blending is extremely important. Which it always is, but more so when you're working with really intense pigments. Okay, so now that I have that on, I'm going to go in, and I'm pretty happy with just the base colors right now. I'm going to go in with Farmasi's Water Lily and just put that under my brow to blend in with the green. Water Lily leaves this really nice light gray shimmer. Okay. And I'm just blending that underneath my brow. Maybe used a little too much on the other side. It's okay though. There we go. Okay, I am going to use my concealer to clean up right on the inside here where I brought that a little too far over. Just a smidge. It happened. Happens to the best of us. Okay. Not flipping you off, I swear. Alright. So now that I've got the initial colors on, and I'm pretty happy with it, I am going to, there we go, my camera's back in focus. I'm going to go ahead and start underneath my eye. With this darker green. Okay. So I've got that on. Now I'm actually going to take a little bit of black. A little bit of black. And put it right here. On the outer corner. Okay. And you can see it just kind of opens your eyes a little bit when you have hooded eyes to put a darker color right on the outer lid and right on the outer waterline, I should say. Maybe a little bit of this lime green here that I'd used for blending. Right under that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that did what I wanted it to do. Okay. So now that that's done, and I feel like I'm mostly done with my eyeshadow right now, I'm going to move into the fun part, and that is eyeliner. So I'm going to get my entire giant bag of eyeliner. And spur of the moment, figure out what I want to use. I feel like I'll use the ink liner today. I'm feeling the ink liner. I'm feeling the big, bold, beautiful liner today. So this is Farmasi. Turn it around there so you can see. This is our ink liner. Now I'm going to lightly drag this across my lid. Make sure it's even. Not always easy when you're blind as a bat. And I'm bringing it right onto my lash line. And there we go. And you can see it dries down super, super fast, so you're not going to have to worry about getting it up in your crease or anything. Now, the important part, the struggle part, getting it to match on the other side. Just really lightly. And not blinking during something important. I really have a hard time seeing, which is why I have to get so close to my mirror right now. Blind as a bat. Without the handy use of sonar. I feel like I should make that distinction. It's like I'm blind as a bat, but bats have sonar. Yeah, I'm blind as a bat without the use of sonar. I'm just screwed and lost. I'm kind of a walking safety hazard and low light at all. Okay, so I have that done. Sorry, popped off camera there for a minute. I have the eyeliner done. I've got the eyeshadow done. Drink break. And now I'm going to go in with the lashes. I am putting falsies on today, so that should be interesting. So I'm just hitting it with my eyelash curler first, making sure I don't pinch anything important. Look how long my lashes are though. Before I'm doing anything else to them, look how long my lashes are. because I've been using the eyelash and eyebrow serum that Farmasi has, and y'all, I was skeptical. I'm always skeptical, but it's legit. Alright, so I'm just gonna go in with coat number 1 on my Zen mascara. And it applies so smoothly. Look, no clumps, none. And just one coat. One. For $8.90, can you beat that? No. Put a little bit on my lower lashes while I'm thinking about it. Okay. So I'm going to dunk again. Switch to my non-dominant hand, so this should be interesting. Get those inner lashes. And brush one coat. See, even when I stab myself. Told you, non-dominant hand. I am not the most graceful sort. Alright, so now that I've got that coat of Zen on, and honestly, my lashes look good enough now, just as is, that I really wouldn't need to do falsies unless I wanted to. And I do want to, so I'm going to do it, because I do what I want. Alright. Pop this open. Maybe. Okay. Pop this open. And these are Ardell. They're pretty much, they're 208s. They're pretty much, Ardell is the only lashes that I use. Which doesn't say a lot, but I trust the brand. Which does say a lot because I trust nothing. Okay. I'm taking my duo glue. And off camera, yes, but just brushing it on and doing it that way. Okay. Grab it with my tweezers. Make sure I'm going to put it on the right eye. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 10, 11, 12. This is usually where the professionals kind of cut and just do the thing. Yeah, I don't do that. I might do that, but okay. Mention that blind is a bat thing. I can't see. Oh, my Lanta. See, and I'm getting glue. That'll be interesting. Okay. I have a plan though, Charlie. I have a plan though. All right. Holy crap, that actually worked. That actually worked. Haha. Okay, So I brought it a little too far over when it should have gone out a little bit more, but honestly, I'm not mad. Holy crap. It's the best that's ever worked out. Okay. I'm just gonna go in on the other one. And brushing the glue on, which helps it not be messy. Like, it helps it be more precise and just not be messy. Honestly, like, it looks like it's not on there correctly, but it really is. Yep, it's on there correctly. Just so precise. Okay, get my tweezers. Okay, I should have been counting how long. I got so distracted by this one, I forgot to count how long. Okay. Struggle busting with this one. Hold on. There's always one. I just had to use my fingers. I didn't want to work with. You can see. I'm so glad I put the lashes on. It just elevates everything like 1,000 times more. Okay. So now that this is on, I'm going to go ahead and do my lips. Because I did such a heavy look on top, I figured I would do just like a very light bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit it with my Be Fit lip tint, which a lip stain is great for when you're on the go. You don't want to do it. You don't want to have to worry about it wearing off. You don't want it to be like too crazy heavy. Pharmacy tint is just so hydrating. I mean, look at that. It's super light. It's super natural. Like, just put it on, you're good to go. And it's so hydrating. It smells so good. It smells like berries. Okay, so now let me hit my skin with some highlight and I'm done. So, it's exciting. It's exciting. So I'm just going to take some of this pink highlighter from the Pharmacy highlighter palette and just right here, right here, and right here. And now, just pulling that out. All right, let me hit it with the Time Locker round 2. Cover up my mic. Alright. And this is it. This is the St. Patrick's Day. Let me know what you think.